what's up, guys? Happy Monday. All right. So, what do we got here? All right. So, a little less in sketch covers since I think it was Preston said it was too many on Wednesday. All right. So we have that. We have some back issues. All right. What's coming out for Dynamite this week? Tailspin number 1, Aladdin number 2. Hold on. Mumra the Ever Living number 5. And our printer's starting to go. Altered States Warlords number 3. And I think that is it. All right. So that is it. And if you want them, the Dynamite Dispatch, which is our version of the previews, what used to be Diamond Previews, let me know. And when you claim something, I can throw that into your order. All right, comes out once a month. All right. So John should be here. Can't wait to hear the story because I got a text midday. He was hungover, so I can only imagine what he was doing over the weekend. But he woke up real late, unusual for an old guy like myself, and was hungover. So this was in past noon. So he said he would get here as soon as possible. So we should see him at some point, I hope, because I have not gotten another text from him. Let's look and make sure. I have not. Yeah, I received a text at 1:55, so it should be a heck of a story. All right, so hang out. We'll be right back, guys. He's here.
I did
just in time, everybody.
It is just in time. I did not.
So John may not be sharing the story with us.
It wasn't 50-50. It was his like 90-10. I was going to be not be here, but
so
there was surprisingly no traffic.
Well, it's Monday.
Usually
traffic Sunday.
It's changeover day on Long Beach Island and the short towns.
That's true.
Everybody's got to get it on one day because they're coming in. And it turned out. Maybe because I left a little later. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was.
Yeah, most of those people leave in the morning.
I didn't go to bed till we watched the sunrise, and then I went to bed. Wow. We used to do that when we were younger. And we watched
long night at the Gentleman's Club, eh, John?
Yeah. We were on a boat trip. We were on a boat trip. We were in Atlantic City. We did not go to the casino. We went to Tony's Baltimore Grill.
Okay.
And they were super glad to see me. They hadn't seen me for a little bit. And we had once people said I was there, we had a few people from my Facebook group who live in Atlantic City come over.
Okay.
One thing led to another. They started putting out some bar pizzas.
Next thing you know, you're watching the sunrise.
Yeah. We made it.
You're getting a little too old for that, my friend.
Well, a little bit, yeah. But making it to sunrise wasn't the problem. When I got up to use the bathroom at like 12:30, 1:45 when I texted you. I'm like, it's Monday again. And I was just like, it's a Groundhog Day. I'm like, oh my God. So that's when I texted you. I was like, look, man, I'm going to try to get up.
Yeah, you texted me at 1:55, so I know you were hurting.
If I texted you at 1:55, I got up at 1:45.
Because at our age, it's usually early in the morning. Your body just wakes you up.
No. We emptied our flasks at the sunrise, and then we just kind of stumbled back to my buddy's house in Surf City. And sometime in the middle of the night, or maybe probably early this morning, I went from sleeping in his outside covered deck to I made it inside. I don't really remember doing that. We had a blast.
Sounds like college.
We had a blast. We watched Lanterns at the bar. If anyone tuned into the show to hear my positive thoughts about Lanterns, you probably just want to shut this off.
I haven't watched it yet. I was curious, man. What'd you think? I've seen a lot of people say they liked it, but they got to wait and see.
I'll give them. There's certain credit I will give them. I'll give them certain credit for. The show's produced really well, cast really well. As soon as I see the name Tom King on something, I know I'm not going to be happy. But I had hoped other names would outweigh the Tom King influence. Right. Tom King has two spots, to use pro wrestling terms. He has two spots he likes to hit in his matches or books. What a twist! Somebody died. That was supposed to die, and he sort of has a story. And in mind, already pre-cut, like a prefab house. It's pre-cut. Right. And he shops it around until he finds a sucker editor that'll sign off on it. In this case, he found the sucker television producer that signed off on it.
That's why it's so hard in this show to sell Tom King autographs. You know that?
If you like Tom King, please. I
like a lot of Tom King's work, y'all, but I'm going to be honest.
First item is Batman signed by Tom. No, I'm kidding.
It's hit or miss.
That's a giveaway.
It's either great or, you know, how, like, everybody expects everything to either be the greatest thing ever or the worst thing ever. Tom King's work is kind of like that. It's usually one or the other. Very rarely lays in that middle zone, at least in my opinion. He's done some great stuff, though. The Vision is amazing. Omega Men is amazing. Sheriff of Baghdad.
I'll give the guy his credit.
This is not the guy, though, I would get to helm a Green Lantern series. John, I want to ask you this. How green was it?
You would think the name of this show is Earth Tone Brown Lantern. It is exactly what I did not want to say. Guys running around in Goodwill box clothes. I want to see a Green Lantern. I want to see various Green Lantern uniforms. No, that wasn't happening. I want to see a ring that is glowing on his hand the entire time. No. I also want to see a Hal Jordan that actually doesn't treat the ring like a vintage store find. I'm sure Kyle Chandler, like him as an actor, was happy when he was going to be Hal Jordan. I'm sure that's the part as it was written. It's not a paperweight. You don't flip it around. If I have a power ring, I don't go, hey, Rex, screw around with this for a while I go start a bar fight. I almost feel...
I thought you liked it.
What?
I thought you liked it.
Liked what? Lanterns?
Yeah.
No. It doesn't seem like it, Rex.
Yeah, I thought he said he did.
No, but... I do. No. If you heard my Strange Adventures
HBO,
rant about Tom
correct?
King, you know him and I have issues.
So it's on HBO?
It's on HBO.
Okay, so I know not to get it.
I would recommend everybody watch it. Make your own decisions. A lot of people out there are liking it. Like Bobby said, a lot of people like Tom King's work. Please enjoy it. I will not be one of those people. I already know there'll be a twist at the end. And I understand that I am the tiniest margin age-wise that they're writing for. They're desperate to get in everybody like... 18 to 25 or 40 or 25 to 40. They need to get those other age groups, right? But it's just not, it is not what I wanted to say. To be clear, the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern was not what I wanted to see either.
That was
you know what I mean?
Very green.
No. As far as
the best Green Lantern movies and shows have been animated. For
animated.
Sure. Right? Yeah.
And I'll tell you who they got to voice Green Lantern in an animated series that I thought would have made a good Hal Jordan if Kyle Chandler had passed, and that's David Boreanaz.
Oh, yeah.
He voiced Hal Jordan in, I want to say maybe it was Green Lantern Blackest Night. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a Green Lantern animated movie, and it was pitch perfect. First of all, the last thing I want to see when I turn on my TV is Nebraska. If anybody lives in Nebraska, no offense. I personally just don't want to see that. I don't want to be paying. I forget what I pay a year for HBO Max. I'm not paying that to see dirt town, Nebraska.
Not to interrupt, but David Boreanaz did Hal Jordan and the New Frontier DC animated film based on Darwin Cook's work. Of course, one of my favorite DC animated movies. I know Nathan Fillion did him once or twice. I don't know if he's the guy who did him in First Flight. But if you remember, Green Lantern First Flight was really good. I don't know who did him there.
They've done a really good job.
Christopher Maloney, I think.
So these,
yeah, it was Christopher Maloney. Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
So these guys are not going to cross over into DCU, I assume.
It is the DCU.
It is the DCU.
Yeah.
The whole point is this is supposed to be, and I don't know if once again this is supposed to be, generally speaking, in the DC universe, their first superhero is Superman. When they start trying to reshuffle the deck, well, where it's Batman, now it's Green Lantern, I guess, because I don't know exactly where they're going with the dates and times. I don't know.
So this brings up an interesting topic. So what happens now that Supergirl was a flop with James Gunn DCU?
I don't think it's. Let's put it this way. Right now, we have a whole bunch of movies where everything is terrible, and a year later, people go back and watch it, and they're like, you know what? It really wasn't that terrible. I got swerved by the hype.
I don't know. Craven, I've gone back and watched.
The big thing right now, I think, for DCU is not to look at Supergirl, not even to look at Lanterns, not to look at Creature Commandos. Their next thing that will really determine the future of the DCU as it stands under Gunn and Safran will be Superman Man of Tomorrow. Like, if that movie doesn't pop bigger than the first one, it's not even Clayface, right? Because like it's a weird stack. These are not franchise building movies, Supergirl and Clayface, or shows like Lanterns. And it's so odd to I haven't seen Lanterns yet, but I've seen the trailers and I've heard some stuff, and it seems so odd to have the tone of that show as well as the tone of Supergirl be so opposite of Superman, because like Superman worked because it leaned into the cosmic strangeness and the sci-fi Silver Age weirdness of Superman comics, and nothing else has followed that tonally. And I think here's the MCU. A lot of the movies, they kind of felt a little bit different, but they all shared a tone. Now, maybe in hindsight, that's something that's hurting it now, is that it all kind of seems the same now. But at least when it was interesting, it felt cohesive. This feels very disjointed to me, tonally, I would say.
I almost feel like that's intentional. You're 100% right. I agree with you. But I almost feel like that's intentional.
Right.
And again, not what I want to say.
So
I really wanted this to be like a space romp. When James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, Green Lantern, they're doing Lanterns, I'm thinking this is going to be great. We're going to have a bunch of different lanterns. We're going to have great, alien CGI, practical effects, whatever. It's going to be this and that, third. Somehow this is taking place outside a trailer park or something in Nebraska. I don't want to see that. There's sort of like xenophobe hillbillies or whatever. I don't want to see that. And then
that just sounds like every other show right now. Honestly, the way you're describing it sounds like every other show right now, like desert, bleak, bland, dealing with like racists and like stuff like that.
There's not a place to tell those stories, but when every place is a place to tell those stories, then no place is a place to tell those stories. The reason Superman was successful, and the pop culture term right now is hopecore. Right, that's the term they use, hopecore. It's upbeat, it's hopeful. Superman isn't grim and gritty. Stop trying to make these, like, I understand in Batman's case, they make him talk like he's been throat punched. So he's gravelly or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. The truth of the matter is, everybody should know by now, Batman does not sound gravelly. He doesn't sound like Christian Bale. He sounds like Kevin Conroy. And the farther you get away from doing a Batman voice as Kevin Conroy, the least interested I am in watching it. So in this case, everybody's grumbling. Everybody's growling. Hal Jordan looks like he's more hungover than I am.
So here's a question for both of you. So I think Space Case pointed out that Spider-Man has reached 3 billion.
Has it reached 3 billion?
Reached 3 billion or the Guild on Kickstarter? Because
no, but that's a real question. What do we think made that work?
It's over 2 billion. It's not in. It's not. A 3 would be insane.
I heard that as well. No, I heard that this morning as well.
It's true. Marcus said it too.
Yeah, it's at 2 billion right now, which is crazy for 17 to 18 days of release. It could be. Maybe the article said it might be eyeing $3 billion.
So regardless of what the number is, what do we think is making that work, and nothing else is really working?
Oh, I can say that real easy.
Spider-Man.
People really, really like it's. First of all, it's Spider-Man. People really, really like the character, and second of all, people really, really like Tom Holland and Zendaya. They just do. They're one of those.
Yeah,
people.
You got that Hollywood couple magic.
You've got the Hollywood couple magic. They're always out there. There's never these crazy things of Tom Holland got stopped with a needle in his arm and a handgun in the front seat of his car in a school zone. You don't hear those stories. You know what I mean?
It's also one of the biggest brands in the world, man. Spider-Man. That's why a Batman movie is always going to make money. You have to do something really wrong for a Batman movie not to make money.
Again, Robert Pattinson is in Batman, and they're making money with that. I'm supposed to be afraid of a 150-pound man-child that's about 5'7".
So
get out of here.
I get what you're saying, CJ, but lately it's the IP by itself has not been enough. Okay, I didn't think it.
I think there's a difference with Spider-Man, though. I think Spider-Man and Batman transcend the IP that is, say, the Avengers or even Superman or Wonder Woman or the Justice League. That being said, that latest D23, the Doomsday trailer we got, where it was mostly all Doom, and you heard a lot of Doom speaking, and in particular, you heard Susan describe Victor. So this is Victor from their world. Also, you saw Reed interact with him, and they're calling him Victor, and you hear the pain and the sense of betrayal in just a couple lines of delivery. Y'all, that sold me. That latest Doomsday trailer sold me, man.
There's a comment that for Disney and Marvel, D23 made more of an impact than Comic-Con in San Diego did.
Yes.
Because it did.
They announced all the X-Men too. They got what's her name from Obsession is going to be Rogue. I don't know who any of those other people are that they announced.
The fact that girl went from being like a broke influencer. She was literally on her show telling people, "Look, man, I can't keep doing these videos. I can't keep doing my thing." She got snagged by the YouTube guy. I can't think of his name now. Brady? No, I'm going to mess this up. The guy who did Obsession.
Oh, it was something Barker.
Yeah,
I can't remember his first name. It's not. It's something that's. It's what is it?
Anyway, but
it's going to bother me now.
She gets a part in Obsession, and now she's going to be Rogue. This is going from first gear to fifth gear.
Curry Barker.
Thank you.
So was the Rogue cameo in Spider-Man? Do you think that was necessary because it's not the same actor?
A Rogue cameo?
No, you mean Jean Grey?
No, in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. In Spider-Man, there's no Rogue cameo.
There's no Rogue cameo
on the bus. On the bus, there is.
There are people that believe that there's a girl on the bus that he kind of hits the side of. She's got white streaks in her hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that first got revealed during a trailer, but that's been debunked, right?
I don't know. Has it?
Thank you, Jay. Indy Neverett is her name. I just love the fact that this girl went from here to here. I've seen Spider-Man 10 times now. I did not particularly like the way Jean Grey was used and introduced in the story. Beyond that, Spider-Man is 10-10. This is nitpicking. I particularly didn't want to see Jean Grey like that. I also don't know if Jean Grey would sort of do the Purple Man taking control of people's bodies and stuff like that. That seems very uncharacteristic of the Jean Grey characters that have been depicted.
She's also introduced as a murderer. So there's that too. Just saying. I mean, I guess we're in just a little bit of spoiler territory now, but she's introduced as kind of like a murderer, which is kind of weird to me.
Seen Spider-Man by now. It's been out for 17 days. That's on you, not me. The scene on the building where she takes control of MJ's body and with her and Peter on the roof, that's a kind of level of scumbaggery you can't come back from. I don't care if she turns into the Phoenix. I don't care if she's Professor X's golden child at this point. to me, by making that character that bad, the comeback, you know what I mean? It's too much.
I disagree, because you find out at the end, she, because of what happened to her sister and damage control and what they did, the anger is real. Okay.
Yeah, but the anger, I'm fine with. If you know what, if she went into damage control and killed everybody, I would have had no problem with that. But when she's taking it, like if you watch the movie, literally tens of thousands of people are put in danger every single minute of every single time she's on screen doing stuff, except when her powers are nerfed. But when it's bad enough. She's trying to take over this, that, whatever. Maybe she's trying to take a point. You get to the scene in the movie. How many New Yorkers are in that bubble from Roosevelt Island?
I'm sorry, but in a way, I think it makes her more human. Okay, and I think that it's the suicide bomber kind of mentality. If you've seen your entire family get killed in some senseless war, then I'm not justifying what suicide bomber.
Oh no, I know what you're saying.
You know,
Marcus
I
is
can
saying the
see
same thing
where
too.
it's coming.
I don't think of mutants as pure innocence. I tend to think of Jean Grey and Scott Summers as sort of like the mom and dad innocence.
Well, one thing I do like is, and I'm not saying that Marvel needs to do this, because there's no reason why anybody should attempt to do another Phoenix movie, but eventually you're going to want to lean into that direction.
Well, that's
and at least it's at least showing us that there is something already dark inside of Jean that could eventually lead the Phoenix Force to like gravitate.
I can see that.
Weird. That is a good point. What they did with the hand, it almost became an afterthought.
I don't even know why.
Spidey takes care of the hand in on a Saturday afternoon. Daredevil's been working these dudes for like years.
Aren't they going to have Daredevil? Aren't they going to do the Defenders again? The hand would be.
Maybe they shot that with the intention of doing something more, and they ended up cutting it.
The good news is the hand, at least in Marvel Comics, is endless, nameless, faceless people. The fact that there was just 7 or 8 kids that were the hand in this particular movie, thankfully, Daredevil Born Again Season 3, if they decide to do Defenders or whatever, I'd be much more interested. The fight I would much prefer to see, rather than Spider-Man in the hand, or even Daredevil in the hand, is I'd really like to see either Iron Fist versus the hand, or Shang-Chi versus
Shang-Chi. Yeah, that'd be dope.
To me, that's more of a let's have everybody kung fu fighting. Let's do this. Oh, I'm for a break.
CJ, no, I haven't been drinking, but you tell me, okay? You all tell me. You put a person with red hair and white streaks in the exact right place, okay, in that bus scene, and you're Marvel. You don't think people are going to immediately guess that that's a Rogue cameo? Okay, come on.
Oh no, like I said, I didn't think of it that way, but I could totally see where other people think of it that way.
Okay, everyone thinks it's an Easter egg. Okay, now I'm not saying that obviously she's not going to be Rogue, but when you drop that in a movie like Spider-Man, like a Marvel movie, of course people are going to think that.
That might be the fight. I'm Shields. That might be the fight I'm the most excited to see in Doomsday.
Gambit versus Shang-Chi.
That's crazy, y'all. We're living in a world where everybody's like, yo, Shang-Chi versus Gambit in a Marvel movie. I can't wait to see that. Who cares about Doctor Doom? Let's see Shang-Chi versus Gambit.
The cards flying in the air. It's the rings stopping the cards from exploding. To me, Doom is incidental to the process of this movie. And I'm sure there'll be like the big scene, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But
so I don't think I'm seeing too much, Marcus. They did that with intent. Now, the fact that she's not going to be cast as Rogue is a whole other thing. But when they put it in there, I think they knew exactly what they were doing. And people were going to speculate that was Rogue. Okay? You can't tell me you don't, especially in a Marvel MCU movie where there's always these little Easter eggs hidden in there.
They probably did it on purpose to make people feel like they needed to go watch the movie again. They probably did it on purpose. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly. All right, so John is right. We do have to take our first break, so we're going to go ahead and do that. When we get back, we'll talk about Horror Fest. It starts tonight.
Lobo. It's so much fun to read you. So the first part of the story here is a bunch of assassins. Well, everybody's been basically told to go and kill Lobo by that one guy that has like a giant, like half dome head with like screens all over it. I don't know that guy's name. He was introduced, or he's been around for a little while in the books. But it's funny to see the kind of characters that are sent after him and their interactions and who gets heads blown off when. But that's the front half of the story. And then the second half of the story, of course, Lobo does not get killed by anybody because that would be really, lame to have Lobo end right now in issue 5.
In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great. Thanks.
About halfway through the movie, he's on his iPad.
All right, we're back. So I saw Nick in the chat. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. All right, Robbie, Horrorfest starts tonight. Yes.
That's right. It's my favorite time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. From tonight all the way until Halloween evening, we got you covered.
Awards season was the most wonderful time of the year for you.
Which one?
Awards season.
No, even more so than award season is Horrorfest. The much-awaited, long-anticipated Horrorfest. It's the greatest, most expansive, biggest one ever, and it's very appropriate that on the hottest day of the year down here in Alabama, we're kicking it all off with the Omen franchise. All 6 Omen movies, y'all. The devil is loosed upon the world. What are we gonna do? Find out tonight on PCP Movie Night. Horrorfest.
So you're doing all 6 tonight?
Yes,
Yeah,
all 6. Franchise review, baby. This also marks the 3rd franchise review in a row. So the excitable PCP crew, we've been very overtaxed these last few weeks. We've watched every Expendables film, every Toy Story film, and every Omen film. And we're finally at the end of that gauntlet. And I'm looking forward to getting back to single movie reviews starting next week.
All right, so
I'll tell you one thing about the Omen franchise real fast. I think it's a little bit underrated, and I think it basically is called the one-hit wonder franchise. Nobody thinks the original Omen is a bad horror movie, but then as soon as you get to Omen 2, 3, all of a sudden people start jumping off, the wheels come off the bandwagon, whatever you want to call it. By the time you got to first Omen, people were like barely even thinking of the Omen as a franchise. They're just like, okay, cool, it's a movie. And I'm certainly not going to say that there isn't varying levels of quality in that franchise. I think every franchise, particularly in horror, has some clunkers, some that aren't as good as others. But I do think the Omen franchise is more than the first movie, which is not my favorite movie of that franchise. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Like a small little group of horror movies that I'll watch every year. The Exorcist is one. The Omen is one. These are sort of, but the other ones are, as you're getting through the franchise, it's not as terrible as people have previously said.
Yeah, and I will defend Omen 4, The Awakening. The one with the little girl. I will defend that movie. It's a weird stretch. It's not great. The only truly bad film in the franchise, in my opinion, is the remake. because it's like scene for scene, pretty much. In fact, the screenwriter of the Omen remake, the Screen Actors Guild refused to give him credit for the movie, and they actually gave credit to screenwriting to the original writer of the original Omen, which is just so how on the nose it was, right? So that's crazy. However, the first Omen, which is the prequel, the newest one, came out a couple years ago.
See, I like
actually a really solid film.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. I'll say this to people. I'm old enough to have gone to midnight run horror theaters to the point where, to me, that's what Shudder is now.
Right.
Things like Shudder, Screambox. This is essentially the streaming equivalent of that rundown theater in the sketchy part of town where it was like a couple dollars to get in, and you hung out all night. And you're just watching, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you're watching double, triple features, scary movies, whatever. At my age and generation, we've all been brought up with this. Remember Dr. Shock? We're used to horror movies. The entertainment is at least, if not more important than the writing or the structure or the script or whatever. And I think now when you've got stuff like Shudder, Screambox, I think there's another one called Monsters at Midnight or something. These are sort of letting you know, maybe this movie isn't going to be noticed by the Academy Award people, but for 90 minutes in the middle of the night, this is great. Right. This is a lot of fun.
So I discovered last night that in the same way I discovered Rocky Balboa, the movie, there was a Terminator movie before Terminator Genesis, apparently.
Salvation?
Is it Salvation? Was that the one?
Is Christian Bale in that?
No. There's one with Arnold's in it, and so is Sarah Connor.
You're talking about Dark Fate. That was the one after Genesis.
That was after
Genesis. Okay.
Yeah. That's the last one they did, and probably for a good reason, in my opinion. Don't tell me you liked it, Rex.
I enjoyed it because they went back to the old universe. It wasn't great. Don't get me wrong.
Isn't that the one where they killed John Connor in the very, very beginning, and it's like a deep fake John
all that
Connor?
Was the AI. Okay. So I kind of saw
dang AI ruins everything.
I'm assuming because that looked like the kid from the original.
Yeah, it's one of those deep fake things because there's Edward Furlong. I don't know if you've seen him recently, but he definitely does not look like he did.
Yeah, he's
during the day.
Problems, I heard. So segueing from that, it's really sad. Hayden Panettiere passed away today, or was it yesterday? At 36. I know she had some problems. I know it's been rough, but that's really sad.
Well, from what I understand, she's kind of a little bit up and down. She was okay for a while, then she wasn't. She was okay for a while, then she wasn't.
I know she had some alcohol problems, but like I have actually heard some stuff about like her boyfriend like was arrested one time on domestic violence, and then he left LA before she was found or something like that. So I think there's actually something fishy.
Well, what I read was the initial autopsy is complete, and there was no physical trauma. So it was, so they don't know what she died of, but it was not sinister in that sense. Okay, so that's what I've read so far. Now,
really quick autopsy results. It's really quick, I would just say. Because there's another thing where she was like outspoken against some people in Hollywood and in the music industry about like some heavy stuff. I don't know. Not to get my conspiracy hat on.
No, but you're right though. There's a lot. But there's a lot more there because they're just saying, "Oh, it's a shame she was in these shows and she died," and then you kind of slide over to like what I call the Snope zone of the internet, and everybody's like, "Oh, hold on a second," and essentially they're mentioning all these other issues. She made enemies in Hollywood. She's had domestic issues. She herself has had like, I hate to say mental issues because it's sort of not, it's a negative connotation. She's had mental health problems. I'll put it that way. That's the politest way I can think to do it. So, which has kind of triggered other problems or whatever. So there's a lot of there. I would not be surprised if 3 months from now, 4 months from now, they'd be like, hey, remember when the girl from Heroes died? ... And now we're like, there's an investigation. There's this. There's that. They start bringing people in.
Yes, Jay's right. So apparently her brother died a few years back, and also from heart issues. So apparently the initial cause of death was heart attack. So there may be some sort of congenital issue with the family and the heart. Who knows?
Yeah. Still very young, man.
You're right too.
36.
Yeah, so young.
It sucks, man. Me and my homie were just talking about the possibilities for Scream 8 the other day, and we were talking about her character Kirby coming back. That would be cool, and it sucks, man. Like, to me, I know a lot of people love Heroes or Nashville or whatever, but for me, it's Scream. It's Scream 4 and her role in Scream 6. That's what I love.
It just seems so, I don't know, so sad that she was so young. Obviously had some issues, and that just goes to show you, being a childhood star, a childhood actor is probably not the best route.
And she was real public about that too. She was real public about, don't be letting your 11 and 12-year-old kids, I read somewhere she had like representation. She had a sponsor or something, and she started speaking out about all these kind of horrible, 90s Nickelodeon level terrible things. And they dropped her. She talked about postpartum depression. Another kind of partner, sponsor or something dropped her.
Neutrogena, I think it was.
I think it was Neutrogena. Yeah. And I'm just like, hold on a second. What if she said something like outrageous that you couldn't come back from?
Neutrogena, the sad thing is 70% of their customer base is women.
Yeah.
So that's pretty hypocritical.
So who made the decision that, Neutrogena we can't discuss? And I'll be the first to admit, I don't have any children. What I know about postpartum depression can be put on the head of the pin with plenty of room to spare. But it's real, and women deal with it. And if you're a women's brand, primarily women's brand, I can understand that you don't want it to be front and center of your advertising campaign. But when your spokesperson, who you saw something in to sign, 6-figure contract was the thing I read earlier today. When they bring it up, that's the reason. Okay. I'm just going to say there's a reason a lot of women are angry about almost everything, and I kind of get it. I sort of live in like a bubble where it doesn't really affect me too much, but I understand, especially like women under like 40. Yeah, I get it. I get why you're upset. I get why you're angry. I'm sorry. I sort of, I see their point. I see where they're upset. I didn't have that level of rage until like Coke was replaced by New Coke, and then I'd been ready to burn everything down. So I understand why they're
it was a gimmick. It was Coca-Cola's gimmick.
Yeah, that was
trying to get you to hate the New Coke.
I'm waiting to find out the true story. Is that was like a Vince McMahon storyline. Vince called Coke and said, "Hey, I got an idea. You want to do like a heel face turn, like a double turn?"
That was so fixed.
I'm that like soda nostalgia guy, so I really wish we still had Crystal Clear Pepsi. And I remember a few years ago, I think it was a Stranger Things promotion, but they brought New Coke back, but you had to order it on their website, and I got some and I drank it, and I was like, hey man, that just tastes like Pepsi. And that's what you hear from most people, is it just kind of tasted like Pepsi. The one soda though that I missed that I wish they'd bring back, y'all remember Tab? Come on, where are all my Tab lovers at? Let's go.
Back to the Future. All right.
Crystal Pepsi, wasn't that the name of it? It's almost time for another, whatchamacallit, actually. Right.
Let's do the giveaway first.
Okay.
Justice League, No Justice, #1, with Brainiac cover sketch by Will Torres.
No justice, no peace. Look at him.
Hashtag is EXP NCB, or Monday, sorry, lowercase only. That is giveaway of the night. So I'm surprised this one didn't sell the first time we had it on.
The thing that shocked me maybe more than anything in a long time was, I don't know if somebody picked it up or not, but I remembered Tracy Medina's Jay Garrick Flash action figure cover.
Oh, that one.
And I'm like stunned how that doesn't sell. That she nailed that. Her and I talked a little bit online. She nailed that. That's like 10 out of 10.
I am Shields. I think Jolt Cola got killed by the energy drinks that came out. Red.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
That was a problem.
Two things really killed the extra caffeine sodas. One is the energy drinks,
right,
and the other one was, we're old enough to remember, coffee went from here to here to here.
Right.
Yeah. We are hyper caffeinated, but do you remember when Jolt Cola had all that flack thrown at it and Surge, which I was a big Surge fan? They're like, oh, the caffeine level is so high, blah, 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 blah. But now everybody drinks all these energy drinks. And if you really look at it, there's more caffeine in a Mountain Dew than some of these other sodas.
You have kids dying from that, right? And the reason is that and then the energy drink companies tell you that, oh, it has the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. Here's the thing. Cup of coffee is hot, usually. If you get iced coffee, it's diluted with water and ice and everything else, right?
People like foam and all this other stuff.
Exactly. But an energy drink is cold, and people end up drinking it like a soda.
They slam it like one.
Right, exactly. And you're ingesting that caffeine at such a rapid rate as compared to a cup of coffee, which you have to sip. It's hot. And I think that's the difference. Because
I agree. I think it's too easy. On a hot day, you grab this thing and you slam it really fast. Oh, I gotta get another one. I'm still thirsty.
Exactly.
Dude.
Yeah, but doesn't it make you feel great, guys?
So we're not late.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm Shields.
Oh, I am sorry about that.
Yeah, so we sell a bag of potato chips that have 200 milligrams of caffeine. What?
I understand that's about the diabetes, but can't you still have black coffee? Can't you still have black coffee?
I drink black coffee every day.
Yeah, that's what he drinks.
I love black coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I don't put creamer in it. I don't put sugar in it. Just straight up black coffee. You can appreciate the taste.
You don't actually like coffee if you don't like black coffee. That's a take for me.
Agree. I totally agree with that statement.
I say to all these people who drink these espresso drinks, have you actually just had the espresso?
Yes.
Oh, I love it creamy. Yeah, that's not coming from your milk.
The only thing I will have sometimes is a latte. Okay, with the foam milk.
Yeah.
But that's every now and again. And I don't buy it at Starbucks.
The reason we are sitting here right now is because I wound up getting a quad, which is 4 shots of espresso.
Yeah.
And the only way I could get that down was I had to sort of, because I'm like hungover. My stomach isn't real settled. So I added in one of those turbinado sugars. I'm like, help me out, man. I got to get this down because I got to try
I
more
can
than
drink
an
an espresso straight. I actually like
Yeah, me too. But now, I'm not saying that if you like your lattes and things like that you're a bad coffee drinker, because I love like the pistachio cold cream that Starbucks does around the winter. I like things like that too. But like for the most part, if I drink coffee, it's just gonna be black, but it's got to be good coffee. It's not just gonna be like gas station coffee or something.
I was going to say, this is where I need to stop adding cream and sugar, like at Wawa. Come on, man. Wawa hasn't had good coffee in the entirety of the 21st century. Back in the 80s and 90s, you get a fresh cup of coffee.
I drink Wawa coffee. It's all right. It's not bad.
You drink it black, though, right?
Yeah.
What do you get there? Colombian?
It depends on what they have. I'll try their flavored ones that are the new one.
My wife likes the new one, the blueberry cobbler one or something.
Yeah, I like that too. All right, so we got to take our second break. We'll be right back.
The war for Etheria has begun, and now one of tabletop gaming's greatest fantasy worlds is invading comic shops. From the award-winning strategy game by Plaid Hat Games comes Summoner Wars, an all-new 4-issue comic book event from BattleQuest Comics. Co-written by acclaimed writers Paul Cornell and Justin Zimmerman, with stunning artwork by Patrick Machi, this epic fantasy adventure expands the rich lore of Summoner Wars universe like never before. Whether you're a longtime fan of the game or brand new to the world of Etheria, this is the perfect jumping-on point. And for fans of the tabletop game, select retailer editions of Issue 1 even include an exclusive playable mercenary card featuring a character from the comic. But don't wait. Final order cutoff is August 17th. Tell your local comic shop to add Summoner Wars #1 to your pull list before it's too late. Summoner Wars, the battle that conquered the tabletop, now commands the comic page.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, TheEXPLive.com.
So Rex is muted for some reason,
But I'm not.
Sorry, guys.
but Robbie's
I
not. Hey,
mute because you do that read over for that one ad.
oh, yeah. Oh, I take y'all off the screen.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not muted.
I was
like
gonna say,
during the
We can
break.
hear Jay do his XP After Dark voice.
So Jay, why don't you record that?
It's good stuff. You should.
I was told it was a live read, like I'm supposed to read it live.
Like you're on the radio, like a radio program, right? Like, you know, today's show is brought to you by blah, 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 blah. Home with the blah, 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 blah. Be sure to check out blah, 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 blah. Thank you for
So
supporting
real quick before
ESPN Radio.
before that was beautiful, Robbie.
Thank
Before
you.
we get started, John was talking about that Jay Garrick that Tracy did.
Yeah,
I took a picture of the Superman Tracy did for me.
nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very nice.
Superman got a little mullet action going on, man. This is like early 90s. I like this.
All right, so again, giveaway is Justice League No Justice #1 with Brainiac cover sketch by Will Torres.
And of course, this is an homage to the famous Hulk cover with Wolverine by Todd McFarlane. So,
All right,
cool homage to that. I like it.
so hashtag is EXP Monday, all lowercase. All right, then we have the Dynamite 10-pack Reader's set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, so a $40 retail or higher, and as always, we have $5. Is Tracy in the house? Hey, Tracy, what's going on? All right, then we have Dynamic Forces Mystery Box. 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metal covers or one of each, up to you. 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we have it tonight for $85. Then still available, Ben 10 #3 EXP exclusive cover. It is $25, right, Jay?
Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
25, limited to 50 copies, and every purchase helps us keep the lights on here at the Experience.
And it is a UV cover by Eric Canetti. So help us out. You can claim it on the show, or you can go ahead and hit the website if you need. All right. Then the sketch covers of the night. Incredible Hulks with Gray Hulk cover sketch by Carl C.K. Kent. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then Batman Harley Quinn with Harley cover sketch by Ian Wallace. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then Batman number 676 with Catwoman cover sketch by Mike Laporetta. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then Spectacular Spider-Man with Spidey cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Marianne Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65 as well. Then Detective Comics number 475 with Batman cover sketch by Rusty Gilligan. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I really, really like this one. It's tight, but I can also feel like the artist started drawing it and then realized he was running out of room. So it's almost like Puck is cosplaying as Batman. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
I mean, I do like it. It's really good. The line work is good. It's almost like he's like, "Oh man, I ran out of room."
So
Like,
unknown,
Wait, how big is the dressing again? How big is the
unknown. Did you buy it from the website or did you buy it from the show? If you bought it from the show, we should have shipped it out to you. If you bought it from the website, I think Miss Jen is dealing with that. So let me know, unknown. Send me an email.
yeah, like
Oh,
a little bit
and-
like Ed McGuinness too. It's
Be
got a
on
little
its way
bit.
out to you, unknown. I will check. Do me a favor, shoot me an email so I remember to check. Amy and I will check.
The line work is really good on this, and it's an interesting background. It's just, it looks like Puck, right? Like it looks like a little person
is
dressing
very
as.
what you would call it. The background is very like Silver Age.
So Rusty, we're going to try to have him on the show. Apparently, he was a wrestler at one point.
Oh, don't tell
Oh,
Rusty.
Rusty.
Then don't tell Rusty that I said that about his work. Like, okay, that he made it look like he was a
He's
tiny
going to body
person.
slam me, Robbie. And he was in a few films or something like that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Guy did this.
No, this looks great. Perfectly proportioned. Somebody should buy this and put it on their mantle right now.
As soon
Please.
as I said professional wrestler, you just
Somebody
started-
buy this.
Yeah, it
Your
became a
tunes
very
changed.
different story.
So did everybody see Lanterns?
John did not like it.
Okay.
I have not seen it, but John went on a rant about it a little bit earlier.
I had my doubts about Kyle Chandler playing Hal Jordan. Was that the weak spot or no?
Did you watch it?
Not yet.
Okay.
As an actor, I didn't think it was bad. The script, the way they have him play Hal Jordan, to me, we've talked about this before. Green Lantern's like a space cop thing.
Yeah.
It's just he's basically running around in like Goodwill clothes,
And
and
he
It,
bashed
it seems like John would be like, Nick, what if they did a Flash show and it's a guy running around in the Gap clothes, just like walking around,
that's just got a tracksuit.
chewing
Like-
gum. He's wearing a
I
tracksuit.
wasn't just doing it. I was
He's
dealing
walking
with person
slowly.
too. I didn't do any spoilers. I just mentioned that it was not.
Look, I mean, you can tell it's influenced from the Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, Green Lantern, Green Arrow.
See, that's what I had thought. had
I think
hoped
it's more
it would be
influenced by
more about
True
Nero.
Detective. John, they say it's a True Detective influence.
Yes, this is like HBO's series True Detective. I was just waiting to see Woody Harrelson roll
All right,
out.
we'll see what happens. I'll watch it tonight. Pam wanted to watch Ride or Die, which
Oh,
I've
my wife
seen
loves that. The lady from Ted Lasso is in that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
The big tall blonde.
and
lady?
Olivia Spencer.
Yeah, I
You know what's-
haven't
you know what's
watched
weird?
it.
I'm like sitting there like, oh, why do I have to watch this? And then I watch it,
How
I'm
was
like,
it?
wow, there's actually substance to this. It's
Maybe I'll
not.
watch it.
It's not just a throwaway lark. I was like, this is actually decent.
Thought it was chick.
That's
What show is this?
Ride
Ride
or die.
Die. It's on Amazon Prime or Amazon Video.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
it's
I have
got
Amazon. Yeah, that's cool.
Hannah Waddington.
Although
What
Reach
is
Your
it?
Son, it's season 4 came out. Oh my god, is that great?
I thought all the episodes were out. I've only seen the first 3 episodes so far.
That's all that's out.
There's a great little scene where they were at, I think it was Chicago, where he was super surprised to find out that like people watching Reacher, when he starts beating people up, the thing that kids do will go, Reacher smash, and take a drink. And he thought to and he said, if we do season 5, we need to put this in there.
read about that.
Reacher smash, yeah.
Oh, don't watch the new Scary Movie or the new.
I think he
Oh,
means the new
sorry.
Scary Movie, which I heard was really bad, but I haven't
Yeah,
seen it yet.
it's the
But I heard
Wayans,
it was really bad.
right?
Yeah. Okay, the spoof, not. I
Yeah,
can't
the
remember
spoof.
what
The
it's
spoof
called.
movie,
Scream,
yeah.
Not Scream.
Well, I would say don't watch the new Scream either.
I was going to say, a lot of people said this was the weakest Scream.
It definitely was, in my opinion, and that's saying a lot because Scream 3 exists.
Yeah. I mean, they pivoted after getting rid of losing whatever 2 people, and they had
Yeah,
to
they brought Nev back, and that was cool. So it's always nice to have Nev Campbell back. In the
Yeah,
Scream.
it's sort of. Are you in here to make a Dynamite announcement, or would you prefer I do
Yes, hit the thumbs up. That's the Dynamite.
it? He would prefer I not do it because mine are fake.
All right, next up.
Oh yeah, that was it. New from Dynamite Altered States, HR Puffin stuff. The stuff is just beginning.
Bro, I would love it, like a crossover between HR Puffin stuff and the movie The Stuff.
The
That
stuff.
would be great. Like we would honor Larry Cohen, we would honor Sid and Marty Croft. Like we would. Like we could do it. I was hoping the announcement would be, "Hey, we're going to do a Spike miniseries for the Buffyverse,
Oh my god!
written by Robbie Billups." That would be great. I would love that.
I texted Nick that at like 1:00 in the morning, and he just starts laughing. And he's got that "What is wrong with you?" thing.
My favorite character in the Buffyverse. I cannot wait to see these comics, man. I cannot wait. If y'all have PDFs, Dynamite, y'all should send them to me now. Let me hype this stuff up, man. I really want to say Kelly would not tell me nothing, y'all. I asked her behind the scenes, what is it? And she wouldn't tell me. She told me I was close in guessing, but y'all are like redacting images on issue number 3 covers. And I'm just so curious. I'm like, Dynamite, I thought we were friends. Like, I don't know why I'm not in on the loop.
Wait, what are you looking for?
The Buffy. I want the Buffy PDFs, man.
Oh, is it on Amy's desk? Because I'll just wander over.
Just go take pictures of them and send them to me. Text them to me, John.
No, you know what? It'll be a live stream real quick. Robbie can drop the link in the comments, and I'll be like, "Hey, everybody! I know you're watching on break, but do you see these? This is Amy's desk, and this is where the no-touch stuff is."
All right, next up we got Uncle Scrooge #1 with Uncle Scrooge cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez.
I'll tell you right now, this would be a great gift for that Disney fan in your life.
Yeah,
Christmas
or
day
yourself. I love Will Torres's work, and we've never seen him do something like cartoony, like an Uncle Scrooge, like a cartoon animal
this is
character.
really
cool.
you know.
All right, MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right. So then we still have Absolute Batman #21, Jay Lee, Dynamic Forces exclusive trade dress variant. Had that for $15. Absolute Batman #21, Jay Lee, DF exclusive Virgin variant.
Thanks to Robbie, you might as well just ship him that Batpup cover.
Have this for $25. Absolute Batman #21, Jay Lee, DF exclusive trade and trade dress and Virgin variant set. MSRP of $40 if you buy them separately.
I will have Green Lantern art on Friday, including John Stewart by Mike Mignola. I am looking forward to the actor playing John Stewart.
He's good. I'll tell you right now. My problems with the show have nothing to do with him. That guy is money. I could see them moving that guy into a movie as Green Lantern. I don't know if Kyle Chandler's a big.
I mean,
screen guy.
it's like I think the gray hair just. But I'm going to watch it with an open mind tonight.
You know how they could save this for me? If in the season finale he becomes Parallax.
Well, I said the gray hair.
You're not the Green Lantern anymore. You're right. I'm not. And he has rings on every finger.
No, that may be the play. And like I said, I mean, I'm not saying we want
Mr. Towers.
Ryan Reynolds.
You got it, buddy.
Nice.
The set. Gotcha.
Nice
Yeah,
pickup,
Ryan
Mr.
Reynolds.
Towers. Everybody else should follow
Oh,
suit. This is a really cool cover.
By the way, just as an FYI to everybody, there are people selling just the one with the logo on eBay for like $65-$75.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're going for a lot of money on eBay.
That means you have to change the price.
And we have number
No.
23 tonight as
We're
well.
keeping the price the same for our fans.
All right. So then we have the Absolute Batman
Ooh, I
number
like this
21,
foil.
Jay
Oh,
Lee,
foil.
Dynamic Forces trade dress or virgin foil. Sorry, I
You
don't know
know,
what
this
that is.
might be the best. Like, did somebody take a photo of this or a scan? Because this might be the best
It comes straight
representation of a
off
foil.
our website.
Yeah, I was going to say, because this is the first time a foil one actually, not to be mean, you can't do anything about it, but this is this is a good scan of this. I love it.
Yeah, because I took it off our website for the person that puts it on the website. He's much better at this.
Whoever does that, you need to find him and get some tips from that person.
And it helps I have the foil sticker too. All right, I have this for 25. Then the complete set, Absolute Batman number 21, Jay Lee, DF exclusive trade dress, virgin and trade dress or virgin foil. And we've got this for MSRP of 65 if you buy them separately, and we've got it for 55 if you buy the set.
I was going to say, at this point with this book, I would just buy the set.
All right, and then also we also have this one. No, Marcus, no foil sticker. That's a Starburst that was put on the pick. Absolute Batman number 23, 125 ratio by Damian Scott. And we have this one for 15.
So I guess we're all agreed that Reacher is going to be Absolute Batman because he's the only person large enough to play this version of the character.
Maybe.
You
All
could
right.
totally hang an axe.
Well,
off.
that's why they went animated series over live action, right?
Yeah.
Like surely, because so much of the success of Absolute Batman is the art style, which is exaggerated and hyper dynamic and at times and very structured and so it's like the best of Miller, like Frank Miller, right? With like the tiny panels, but it's like also like Katsuhiro Otomo, like Akira, like think
Oh,
Akira,
yeah.
right? Yeah. That's what I love. It's like East meets West in a way. Absolute Batman.
I like that, actually. That's a great analogy. One of the conversations we had on the way back from Atlantic City last night was, okay, they've done the Batman. Everybody in the car knew I'm a Batman animated fan. Bruce Timm, but we're going to just, I don't think that could be done any better. The only way that could be done better is if Darwin Cook had done. You know what I mean? But that's clearly not going to happen. What would you want to see next? Everybody in the car. I'm the only non-Batman fan in the car. Everybody else will, rise and dies with Batman. They all agreed that they wanted to see a Batman animated series, horror-based, in the style of Kelly Jones.
That would be dope. In fact,
I
have they ever done a DC animated film of the Batman
Red Rain
Dracula
or whatever?
stuff, the Red Rain stuff?
I don't, not that I remember.
They need to, man, in that style. That would be dope. That would be really. Was it Crimson Rain? What was it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Called, was it like a trilogy?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. I think it's like the first one might be Crimson Rain.
Crimson Rain or
And then-
something?
I don't know.
All right. Then we have Absolute Batman number 23 is out. Jay Lee Dynamic Forces exclusive trade dress variant. And we have this one for 15.
Marcus said no Kelly Jones.
Then Absolute Batman number 23, Jay Lee Dynamic Forces exclusive virgin variant. And we have that for 25. And then Absolute Batman number 23, J. Lee DF exclusive trade in Virgin set. MSRP of 40 if you buy them separately, and we have it as a set for 35. Then Absolute Batman number 23, J. Lee Dynamic Forces Virgin foil. And my pen is dying. We have that for 25. And then the set of all three. The trade dress, the Virgin, and the foil. And we have that for 60. MSRP is 65. We have it for 55.
All right, real quick, the Batman Dracula trilogy of books, the vampire stuff. It's Batman Dracula Red Rain.
Just ask Amy for another pen.
That's what I got for. Look for a pen for you.
Yeah,
So
I don't
that's-
think you're in there.
The first one is Red Rain. The second one is Bloodstorm. The third one is Crimson Mist. Like that's a really cool, like Elseworlds for Batman. And I like Kelly Jones's artwork. I guess Marcus doesn't. That's unfortunate. Though it is weird to do Nightfall in Kelly Jones's style and not like Graham Nolan or someone like that.
All right. So then next up, we still have the Ben 10 number 1 Robert Carey premium metal cover. MSRP of 100, and we've got it for 90. But I'll do it for 80 tonight. You know what? I'll do it for 75 tonight. How about that? Does that have one? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there were no pens in that closet. It was just like Sharpies
Yeah, I know. They're in the back.
and like highlighters.
All right. So we have Ben 10 number 2, Eric Canetti premium metal cover.
Is this the XP one?
No, this is metals.
Oh, okay, sorry.
MSRP of 100. We had it for 90. I'll do this one for 75 tonight. And Harley Quinn and Elvira, number 6, Amanda Connor, premium metal cover. MSRP of 100. We had it for 90. I'll do this one for 75. Let me just do this. All right. So then we have Mumra, the Ever Living, number 1, Declan Shalvey, premium metal cover. MSRP of 100. We had it for 90. I'll do this one for 75.
I feel like it should have been a parchment cover. We should have found a way to use burlap sack or something to kind of make it like they had that version of Evil Dead where the DVD cover was all like human skin. It was terrible.
All right.
It was wonderful, but it was terrible to look at.
Last one is Thundar the Barbarian, number 3, Michael Cho, premium metal cover. MSRP of 100. We had it for 90. I'll do this one for 75. All right. Some back issues.
I love this dude's work, man. Literally, he could not draw fast enough. Even if Nick gave him every single title like I want him to, he could not draw fast enough. You know how I know that? Because that's what Ken Hazer tells me. I was like, Ken, I have a great idea. He's like, I'm begging you, please. Stop coming up with ideas.
All right. So we have Mask number 1. And I have this for 5. Hey, Phil. Guardians of Nowhere number 1. Have this for 4. Transformers number 31. Have this one for 4.
I like that cover.
Then Superman, Spider-Man number 1, Chrissy Zulo Uminga. And I have this one for 7, which is lower than cover price, people. Then Superman, Spider-Man number 1, Raphael Albuquerque. And I have this one for 7 as well, below cover price. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 17, 1:10 ratio by Ben Bishop. This for 4. Estuary, A Ghost Story, number 1, 1:10 ratio by Del Rey. Have this for 6. Then Wolverine, Weapons of Armageddon, number 1, second print. Have this for 4.
It's great Dan Panosian cover right there. Love it.
Yeah.
Then we have Nightwing number 137 by David Nakayama.
Speaking of Dan Panosian,
And this for
take
6.
my dark one.
There you go. Then Amazing Spider-Man number 27 color block variant. Had this for 5. Then the Punisher number 3 color block variant. Had this for 5. Then Adventure Time number 10 DF exclusive cover, limited to only 1,000. MSRP 50, but I have it for 30 tonight. Sonic the Hedgehog number 85 by Gigi Dutrix. Oh my God, mean last names. I think it's Dutrix. And I have this one for 5.
Or like Elfie, we can just stick to first names.
Yeah, probably, right? I think it's
Gigi really nailed
Dutrix.
this cover. That's awfully familiar.
All right, let's do a recap. You know what? Or do we want to get the Dynamite books first? What do you think?
Yeah, why don't we do the Dynamite books?
All right,
Because we
fair
have
enough.
the ones that are coming out and the ones that I'm going to pretend are coming out. And the publisher will just have to figure out how to get them published.
All right, Tailspin number 1, cover A by Cat Staggs.
This is a real great book. I've read mine already, and man, it just brought me back to those Disney afternoons.
Cover B by Carlo Loro.
A friend of my wife's is a massive Disney fan. And she was initially, her plan was she was going to ask me to get her the books from here. I had to explain to her, they're not printed or published here. She didn't understand that at all. Then she was terrified how like a 52-year-old woman was going to walk into a comic book store. She was going to say they were for her kid or something. And then finally I'm like, you can just go to the website and order these, right? What? I said, you can just go to the website and order them. I said, my friend Rex packs all this stuff. I said, it's discreet. It's in a brown envelope. You can hide.
No one knows.
No one knows. The way she asked, you would have thought that she was asking me to score her heroin. And she was just like, I don't know how a woman of my years can walk in and get a comic book. She's one of those people that bought all those Disney little comic, the digest size ones in the grocery aisles. Remember those?
Yeah,
Way back then?
I remember.
That
Yeah.
RP. And so I had to open a whole new world for her, Disney pun intended, of you can just kind of go here and order them. And,
All right, then we have cover C variant. I have animation art. And then cover D, the character design art.
I love covers like this.
Then cover E, the Cat Staggs foil. Then cover F, the Cat Staggs foil virgin. Then cover G, the blank variant. And then cover I is the blind bag.
Oh, that's cool. How fast would Nick get in here if I announced Dynamite was doing the continuing adventures of the Black Cauldron?
Fast enough. Cover K is the Cat Staggs virgin.
Attention, everyone.
Cover L is the 1:10 ratio Carlo Loro foil. Cover M is the 1:15 ratio Carlo Loro foil virgin. Then cover N is the 1:20 ratio character design art virgin.
Probably shouldn't have told that lady to go to the website. I should have said to her,
Watch the show.
$20, put it in my hand. Just make her meet me out in the schoolyard or something for her cup,
Pull it out of your trunk.
right?
All right. Cover O is a 1:25 ratio virgin animation art, I think. Maya, what's up, bud? Then cover P, the 130 Carlo Loro Virgin. Cover Q's 140 ratio Cat Sags black and white.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's still hot. It's a lot in Hoga. Like half the planet's on fire. So I just like via condios to everyone, wherever you live. It's either a flood. It's
Yeah, we hit 100.
fire.
We hit 100 today with our heat index over 110. So that wasn't nice.
Oh crap!
There was snow. There was a
At the
blizzard
peak in
that
Hawaii.
hit a Hawaiian volcano
Wow,
during
the
a hurricane.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
What? At least we've narrowed down where they're keeping the weather machine. Because I'll tell you right now, man, if you've got a volcano with a hurricane
It's
and a
weird.
blizzard,
I think it's weird.
you very much
I'm not a
Dr. Evil this
meteorologist,
thing,
but I
man.
think something's weird. All right, cover R is the 150 ratio Carlo Loro black and white.
I said something the other day about all these things in the world, and someone's like, "Yeah, dude, you're New Jersey. You seem to be getting off pretty late. What do you have to deal with in New Jersey?" So I said, "Other people from New Jersey, you're getting off light with the blizzard. Trust me."
Well, no, there's been flooding. I think there was some last night. Wasn't there?
You know how I live at the top of Parker Creek in that world. Parker Creek has never been that high, and I mean never been that high. There's a tree that is now semi-submerged.
Wow.
That's how high that creek has gotten. There's an older lady who lives at the top of the hill. She goes, "I didn't even know that creek bed could be overrun." I was like,
All right. Also out.
I heard that you could go to my swimming pool today and drop some ramen in there, and it would just be instantly cooked.
Oh God. All right. So also out on Wednesday, Aladdin #2, cover A by Nicoletta Balderi.
You know, I love James III. He's a great comedian. He's a great writer. He's a great actor. I love a lot of the work he's done at Dynamite. I was very excited when I heard about Aladdin being done because that's like my favorite Disney movie. I love Aladdin. Outside of like Robin Hood might be my favorite, but Aladdin's one of my top 5, right? And I thought issue #1 was good, but issue #2, you can really see James start cooking with the script, and it makes it almost a must. It does make it, in fact, I think, a must read for Aladdin fans, in my opinion.
All right.
"Well, I'm glad that Dynamite could help those struggling kids at Disney out."
Yes.
Then we have cover B by Natasha Bustos. Cover C by Jay Lee.
Oh, I like this.
Cover D, the cartoon head variant. Cover E is the blind bag. Cover F is the 110 ratio cartoon head virgin. Cover G is the 115 ratio Jay Lee virgin.
That's so
Corey
dope.
recommended picklebacks because I had some of those last night. They were delicious.
No, pickle juice.
Oh, all right. I thought
Good
he
for
was. I thought he was shouting out picklebacks. I'm like, yeah.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, electrolytes and potassium helps too.
You know what Brando's for? Branda?
Cover H, the 115 ratio Natasha Bustos virgin. Then cover I, the 120 ratio Nicoletta Balderi virgin. And then cover Mumrod the Ever Living, #5, cover A by Danny Earls. So our printer's starting to go. So I yes,
Oh, no. Well, just make stuff
it's
up.
new too.
Just make up books.
No, you're right. Cover B by Declan Shalvey. Cover C by John Moore.
This is a really dope cover. I like this a lot.
Cover D is by Erica Durso. Cover E is the animation art variant. Cover F is the 110 ratio animation art virgin. Cover G is the 110 ratio John Moore virgin. Cover H is a 1:15 ratio Erica Durso version. Cover I is a 1:15 ratio Declan Shalvey version. Cover J is a 1:20 ratio Danny Earls version. Then cover K is Declan Shalvey black and white. And then cover L is a 1:7 ratio Declan Shalvey black and white version. Straining my eyes, you just see the print. Okay, and then also out on Wednesday, Altered States, Warlords number 3, cover A by Joseph Michael Linsner. Altered States, Warlords number 3, cover B by Mike Ruth. Cover C by Mariano Benitez Chapo. Cover D is a cosplay. Cover F, the Joseph Michael Linsner Virgin. Cover G is the 1:10 ratio cosplay Virgin. Cover H is the 1:15 ratio Mariano Benitez Chapo Virgin. Cover I is the 1:20 ratio Mike Roos version. Cover J is the Joseph Michael Linsner black and white. Cover K is the 1:5 ratio Joseph Michael Linsner black and white version. And then finally, the cover L is a 1:7 ratio. Oh, I can barely read this. Mariano Benitez Chapo black and white virgin. Oh, I just read it on the screen.
That's
Jay. Hello. Duh.
I think
right.
John and I were beaming that to you. Just read it on the screen, you know, but
I was getting ready. I was going to text him. And then I'm like, his phone is going to chirp and I'm going to interrupt him in the middle of reading. But I'm just like, bro, the screen. And I actually have like a little monitor. Bro, the screen.
All right. So we'll do a recap when we get back from our last and final break, but we've still got four
So we got
minutes.
time for me to make a fake announcement.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a fake announcement.
I'll tell you, Dynamite did Twilight Zone some years ago, Joe Straczynski. One of the things we're kicking around, I would love for Dynamite's announcement to be, well, we did Rod Serling's first thing. I'd like to do Rod Serling's next thing. I would like Dynamite Night Gallery.
that would
to
be
be
dope.
An ongoing horror anthology.
Do a horror anthology, bring in some top talents to do some cool things, some artists, give them a chance to write and draw their own story, and then top it all off with a Mike Mignola variant cover for issue number 1, man.
That was, it's really funny when I talked to Nick about this a few weeks ago, and I said, look, I've asked twice now. I'm just going to make the announcement. You're going to have to hurry to do all this stuff. And he just laughed like he always did. And I said,
Mike Mignola is drawing the cover right now, so y'all better get on top of it.
That's what I said. I said, and can you please text Mike Mignola and ask him to do number 1?
Yeah, that would be dope, man. That would be really good. Everybody talks about Twilight Zone, and IDW is doing a great job with that property now. They're doing pretty solid work.
They really are.
Some good ones.
They really are.
But man, Night Gallery, dude, that is an undersung, underappreciated Rod Serling show, man. So
it's very much showing you what horror in the 70s was becoming, right? Horror in the 80s, we know. There's a lot of slasher films, thankfully. Horror in the 70s was a little bit more, less blood and guts, and more the horror was like up here.
Right.
Right.
Intellectual.
And it was an intellectual type of thing. And I got to tell you, the Night Gallery had some terrible episodes. Everybody's had terrible episodes, especially when you do 3 seasons. I think there's 60 or 70 episodes of that show. Some of them are not great. There are a few of those that the creepy factor really holds up.
Well, and that was Rod without so many people telling him what to do, right? He had built his name up, and he was allowed to kind of like allow creators, writers, and directors to come in and do not subversive or transgressive material, but things that were slightly more edgy than, say, what a Twilight Zone episode would be. I think that mixed with Night Stalker, that's a perfect combo, man. Double feature, show a night, just like go for it, dude. Like, oh, that'll keep you going.
And Mad Cave is doing not Mad Cave. Who's it? Is it Monstrous Media? Someone's doing Night Stalker right now.
Okay.
Carl Kolchak, the Night Stalker. It's not Mad Cave. I'm sorry. Check that. I want to say it's like Monstrous Media. It's whatever James Aquilone, his gimmick is. I kind of know it more by the publisher. We used to talk. He used to be super active. Well, he's still super active on the internet, but now he's super active.
I know Moonstone used to do stuff, but I don't know if they're still active. Right? Do you remember that? Like, they used to do Buckaroo Banzai. They used to do a lot of stuff back in the day.
They've done Green Hornet. I think there's a little bit of a deal there with Moonstone. I think they have the rights to do certain things, but they don't have, because essentially these are books with a few pictures in them. Right. Comics are pictures with a few words in them. So Moonstone is almost like through the mirror, through the looking glass there, right? I've read some of their Green Hornet stuff. Some of it's good. Some of it, I almost feel like they're just obligated to pound out a book, so they pound out a book. Moonstone has done a few other things too. I just think certain things, particularly horror in the 2020s, really translates well into comics. It really translates well into comics. Because I just don't think the average person, especially I'll say under 40, maybe even under 50, they're just not the generations for taking an old beat-up paperback to the beach and reading it all day. Whereas if you pop open a comic, what were the Universal comics that Robbie told me on to a little while ago?
Yeah.
The opera. I'll tell you right now, I know the story. I've been to the play. I've seen the original. The best way to bring these things into the 2020s and beyond is comic books / graphic novels.
Right.
It's not even close.
So the giveaway of the night is Justice League No Justice #1 with Brainiac cover sketch by Will Torres. And when we get back, we will do a full recap. All right, so we'll take our last and final break.
We'll kick around some other stuff with you, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
A little time.
We'll be right back, so hang out.
So, the show is called The Geek Chat. And really, there's just a couple of geeks.
I'm Rich.
I'm Dez.
And we are your hosts for this weekly guide into comic bookery and all the geeky stuff that goes with it.
And that pretty much says it all. They talk about the latest movies and shows.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Overall, D+ movie.
So the end. Did you know who that is?
That's She-Ra, yeah.
Yes.
The new #1 comics of the week.
We rep Samuel Jackson and we rep Mace Windu.
I passed on this. I was like...
No regrets.
No regrets. I really wanted to like this book. I really did. Like, I really did.
And just chat with each other. And with you.
Oh, Daniel says, I dosed off with the first one. I have zero interest in the Joker Harley ship, not Harley herself. Enjoy, not for me. Yeah, this movie's gonna be rough for me to sit through, I'll be honest.
The Geek Chat, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just a couple of honest geeks.
Let's be honest. Come on.
And that is why people watch us, because we're honest.
Giving their honest opinions.
And the thing you always have to remember about the internet is everyone has an opinion, and they all suck.
Part of the experience.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there, too.
All right, we are back. All right, next up, we got Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher, and as always, we got it for $5. Then we have the DF mystery box, 2 CGC 9.8s or 2 metal covers or one of each, up to you. 1 version, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we've got it for $85. We also have the Ben 10 number 3 EXP exclusive cover. Limited to only 50 copies. Eric Canetti UV cover. And we've got it for $25. Helps out the EXP. The Incredible Hulks with Gray Hulk cover sketch by Cole C.K. Kent. MSRP of $149.99, and we have for $65. I'll do this for $50 tonight. Batman Harley Quinn with Harley cover sketch by Ian Wallace. MSRP of $149.99. We have for $65. I'll do this one for $50 tonight. Batman number 676 with Catwoman cover sketch by Mike LaPorretta. MSRP of $149.99, and we have for $65. I'll do this one for $50 tonight. Then Spectacular Spider-Man with Spidey cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. MSRP of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. I'll do this for $50 tonight. Detective number 475 with Batman cover sketch by Rusty Gilligan. MSRP of $149.99. We had it at $65. I'll do this for $50 tonight. Uncle Scrooge number 1 with Uncle Scrooge cover sketch by Will Torres and Joconda Hernandez. MSRP of $149.99, and we had this $65. I'll do this for $50 tonight. All right, then Absolute Batman number 21, Jay Lee Dynamic Forces exclusive trade dress variant. We have this for $15. Then the Absolute Batman number 21, Jay Lee DF exclusive Virgin variant. We have that for $25. Then we have the set of the trade dress and the Virgin. MSRP of $40 if you buy it separately, $35 if you buy the set. Absolute Batman.
Oompa Loompa Batman. Is that Robbie tanking the sale of that one Batman book?
Yeah, I feel bad about that guy. Somebody please buy that. This guy's a professional wrestler. I don't want him to come after me.
You never see me say anything on the show that would adversely affect sale.
I said I really liked the line work. The line work is really good.
Too late. I'm going to tell him.
You should wait till I'm not here some week and do a blowout. You should do a blowout of Tom King signed stuff when I'm not here.
I never know when you're not going to be here.
Do you know when I first met Tom King, I went and I chatted with him, and after our conversation, he looked at me and goes, "So you still hate me?" I was like, "Oh, he watches. He watches the."
All right, so Absolute Batman number 21, Jay Lee DF exclusive Virgin foil, and we had that for $25.
Oh, I just got an idea. Robbie and John one-time night streaming special. 10 reasons why we hate Tom King.
Nice.
Oh, man. Only if we do a follow-up that's 10 reasons why we love Tom King.
All right.
You can't complain if we do both. I mean, we're sort of. Oh, you know what? Face Robbie. It'll be me and Face Robbie for the reasons we like him, and it'll be me and Heel Robbie for the reasons we don't.
I like that.
Absolute Batman number 21, Jay Lee DF exclusive variant. It is the complete set of the trade dress, Virgin, and Virgin foil. MSRP of $65 if you buy it separately, $55 if you buy the set. Then Absolute Batman number 23, 125 ratio by Damian Scott. And we have that one for $15. All right. And then Absolute Batman number 23, Jay Lee DF exclusive trade dress variant. And we have that for $15. Then the Absolute Batman number 23, Jay Lee DF exclusive Virgin variant. We have that for $25. Then we have the set of the trade dress and Virgin, MSRP of $40, and we have for $35.
Just me.
And then Absolute Batman number 23, Jay Lee DF Virgin foil, and we have that for $25. And then the complete set of the trade dress, Virgin, and Virgin foil. MSRP of $65. If you buy the set, we have it for $55. All right, this is the cheapest I've had on the new issues of the metals. Ben 10, number 1, Robert Carey, premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and I lowered that to $75. Ben 10, number 2, Eric Canetti, premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one at $75. Harley Quinn and Elvira, number 6, Amanda Connor, premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one at $75. And then Mumra, the Ever Living, number 1, Declan Shalvey, premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one at $75. Then Thundar the Barbarian, number 3, Michael Cho, premium metal cover. MSRP of $100, and we have this one at $75. Then we have Mask number 1. I have that for $5. Guardians of Nowhere, number 1. Have that for $4. Transformers number 31. Have that for $4. Superman Spider-Man number 1, Chrissy Zulo Uminga. Have that for $7. Superman Spider-Man number 1, Raphael Albuquerque. Have that for $7. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 17, 110 ratio by Ben Bishop. Have that for $4. Then Estuary Ghost Story number 1, 110 ratio by Del Rey. Have that for $6. Wolverine Weapons of Armageddon number 1, second print. Have that for $4. Nightwing number 137 by David Nakayama. Have that for $6. Amazing Spider-Man number 27, color block variant. Have that for $5.
This one he's Captain Universe, I'm guessing? Because that looks like his Spider mask under that, right?
Yeah, it's Spider-Man Captain Universe, yeah.
Then the Punisher number 3, color block variant. Have that for $5. Then Adventure Time number 10, DF exclusive cover, limited to only 1,000. MSRP of $50, and I have it for $30. Then Sonic the Hedgehog number 85 by Gigi Dutrex, and we have that for $5. Then the Dynamite books coming out on Wednesday. Tailspin number 1, cover A by Cat Staggs. Cover B by Carlo Loro. Cover C, the animation art variant. Cover D, the character design art variant. Cover E, the Cat Staggs foil. Cover F, the Cat Staggs foil Virgin. Cover G, the blank authentics variant. Cover I is the blind bag. Cover K is the Cat Sags Virgin. Cover L is the 110 ratio Carlo Loro foil. Cover M is the 115 ratio Carlo Loro foil Virgin. And then cover N is the 120 ratio Characters Design Virgin. Cover O is the 1 in 15 or 25 ratio Virgin variant. Animation Art Virgin. Then cover P is the 130 Carlo Loro Virgin. Cover Q is the 140 ratio Cat Sags Black and White.
That looks so cool, black and white. I know Disney's generally like a color-driven thing, but this just looks very cool.
Cover R is the 150 ratio Carlo Loro Black and White. And then Aladdin number 2, cover A is also out on Wednesday. Cover A is by Nicoletta Balderi. Cover B is by Natasha Bustos. Cover C is by Jay Lee. Cover D is a cartoon head variant. Cover E is the blind bag. Cover F is the 110 ratio cartoon head Virgin. Cover G is the 115 ratio Jay Lee Virgin. Cover H is the 1 in 15 ratio Natasha Bustos Virgin. Cover I is the 120 ratio Nicoletta Balderi Virgin. And then also out on Wednesday, Mumra the Ever Living, number 5, cover A by Danny Earls. Cover B by Declan Shalvey. Cover C is by John Amore. Cover D is by Erica Durso. Cover E is the animation art variant. Cover F is the 110 ratio animation art Virgin. Cover G is the 110 ratio John Amore Virgin. Cover H is the 125 ratio Erica Durso Virgin. Cover I is the 115 ratio Declan Shalvey Virgin. Cover J is the 120 ratio Danny Earls Virgin. Cover K is Declan Shalvey Black and White. Cover I is the 1/7 ratio Declan Shalvey Black and White Virgin. Cover L, sorry. And then also out on Wednesday, Altered States, Warlords number 3. Cover A is by Joseph Michael Linsner. Cover B is by Mike Ruth. Altered States, Warlords number 3. Cover C by Mariano Benitez Chapo.
I do know that the Altered States imprint is going to be getting pushed moving forward. It's not just going to be Warlords.
Cover D is the cosplay. Cover F is Joseph Michael Linsner Virgin. Cover G is the 110 ratio cosplay Virgin. Cover H is the 1:15 ratio Mariano Benitez Chapo Virgin. Cover I is the 1:20 ratio Mike Ruth Virgin. Cover J is a Joseph Michael Linsner Black and White. And cover K is the 1:5 ratio Joseph Michael Linsner Black and White Virgin.
His black and white work is good. I know he would never agree. I know that because he told me on Facebook he would never agree. But I love when you do either black and white or like a single color, like those red and white covers that he does for like Red Sonja. So good.
All right, cover L's a 1:7 ratio. Mariano Benitez Chapel, black and white. Virgin. And those are books coming out on Wednesday. All right, so Robbie, the start of Horrorfest is tonight on PCP.
Huzzah, it's time.
That's right. It's the most wonderful time of the year from now until Halloween night. We got you covered almost every night of the week. We're going to be covering across 6 channels, 69 movies. It all starts tonight. We're covering the first 6 with the Omen franchise. Very excited to dive into this. From the Richard Donner classic to the Sam Neill starring Final Conflict, all the way to the first Omen, the prequel that's way better than it deserves to be. So I'm very excited, y'all. Happy Horror Fest.
All right, so tune in to PCP at 9 p.m. Eastern, right?
That's right.
All right, for the beginning of Horrorfest, the Omen franchise.
Well, it's right about this time where when Robbie kicks off actual Horrorfest, this is the time of year where I try to watch a horror movie a day, if I can get them in. I actually started a little bit early. I think the first time Robbie posted Horrorfest is coming, I already started watching horror movies. Not that I watch them anyway, but I sort of was kind of like, drilling through some of the stuff on Shudder.
I came into my work today at the shop wearing my flamboyantly Horror Fest shirt, and everybody was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Happy Horror Fest Day," and they're like, "It's Horror Fest again." Feels like Horror Fest is all year round, right? And it kind of is, but not really. Like we start celebrating Halloween on the channel in the middle of August because it gives us 2.5 months. I think that's good for the season. It gives people that want to go in, like if you don't want to like really start going into your spooky season until October, you got a lot of shows to catch up on, man. But like, this is my favorite thing I do. We got 2 themed weeks this year in October. We got 1 week is all Tom Savini week. And then the next week is Horror Without Borders, and each channel, all six of us, right, are going to pick a movie from a different country. And I picked Thailand and a movie I've never seen called Mystics in Bali. So I'm very, very excited to dive into that. But this is the best Horror Fest ever, y'all. I highly encourage you to check it out. And Eddie, I'm right there with you. In fact, Eddie agrees with me. I believe in this
time of year as well.
Eddie,
he agrees with me. Question. Eddie definitely agrees with me in this one sentiment where it's like Halloween is a state of mind. The date of the holiday is just for tourists.
It's like New Year's Eve. When people hang out in bars stay home on New Year's Eve, you'll get your night, knock yourselves out, get sick behind the bar, stumble home. January 1st, I'll be back at happy hour. I'll tell you one of the things I love about Horrorfest starting early. And I'm not just saying this because we have Robbie up on the screen or whatever, but Robbie and his crew will cover stuff.
Right.
And you will have enough time to watch it by Halloween. There's probably someone that'll tune in tonight that will watch the show. And they will talk about the Omen movies. At least one person, probably more because they have a lot of subscribers and followers, will say, you know what? I'm going to watch that this year. I've got 2 months, maybe slightly less, to get all 6 of those movies in before Halloween night.
Right.
Right?
Good point.
I'm sort of lame. Halloween night, I watch Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis. That's sort of, I feel like I kind of have to do that. Yeah. I've been doing it.
That's not lame at all.
25 or 30 years. It's sort of our thing.
For the longest time, John, we would do a triple feature every Halloween. We would do Halloween, Halloween 2, and then skip everything to Halloween H2O. Because that's a perfect trilogy.
That's a great sort of.
That's like one complete story if you watch them that way. But I also love adding in 4. 4 is a good one, a personal favorite. This year, we're ending everything on Halloween night, on PCP Movie Night, with Night of the Demons, starring Linnea Quigley, Kincaid. And that's a Halloween movie because it's about Halloween night and a Halloween party. And that's got that infamous scene with the old man eating the apple pie with the apples with the razor blades in them, right?
The
Like,
apples with the razor blades in it. People wonder where that scene comes from. They know the scene, they forget the movie. Oh no.
So,
as a lark yesterday, I just put on Black Christmas.
such a great movie. That's one of the greatest horror films of all time.
It's great.
In fact, this hasn't been officially announced yet, but on one of the channels, Blood Splatter Chatter, me and Verno have been putting together a bracket, right? Like a March Madness type bracket.
Oh, that's great.
Of the greatest horror films. And we're looking
Yeah,
at like what is the highest rated versus what we pick. And we think we've come up with a really good bracket. And we're going to have a show where we're all going to be debating it. And it's going to be fun to see what we come up with as the winner of that one. So that's a nice special treat.
I love that.
It's just been freshly announced, I should say, for the first time here. So there you go.
There, always breaking news here on the show. Whatchamacallit? I always talk about if Eddie and Halloween are on one side of a bar graph and me and Christmas are on the other, Black Christmas is the middle where we meet and shake hands. It's a great horror movie. Is it a Christmas movie? I'm going to say yes.
Absolutely. It's a Christmas
I'm sure
movie.
some people would disagree because it's not Hallmark Christmas, but it's
Just
definitely
like Die
Christmas
Hard.
music.
Yeah, but it's a Christmas movie that's really about something dark about Christmas, which is loneliness at Christmas.
Yes.
And isolation, right?
Last year, I got my wife to watch Krampus with me, and she was not familiar. She's not a huge horror fan.
Legend.
Yeah, my wife's idea of horror is Buffy and Angel, which I love. I have no problem with Buffy, Angel, Spike, but that's sort of her level of, you know what I mean, of horror. Zombie stuff, no, she can't stand to see the blood. She went to see like a Friday the 13th movie on a date with some guy when she was 16. That was that. So she watched Krampus because I said to her, I said, it's Christmassy. And she watched it, and I felt bad. She like called her father in Florida with like PTSD. I don't even know what he had me watching. It was a monster. And
So Jay, what do we have coming up after this?
So, as always, everyone enjoy movie night. There is not anything after y'all tonight. Best Coast Comics has moved temporarily to Saturdays, but
And I appreciate that. Let them know I appreciate that out of respect for Horror Fest.
I'm sure that's 100% what it was, Robert. But tomorrow, we got a special launch party at 1 Eastern, noon Central.
is it big? Kaiju big?
Yes, John, it's a Kaiju-sized launch party.
Yes.
Matt Frank's coming on to talk about State of the Monsters.
Very
So
cool.
be sure to check that out. I know it's an early Tuesday show. Not used to us doing something like that, but should be a ton of fun.
All right, so
That's
let's
awesome. Let's
go ahead and spin that wheel, Jay.
Oh, that's right. That's stuff to give away. Good luck, everybody. I feel like the espresso is kicked in now.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I mean?
Did you just say the espresso is kicked in now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the espresso is kicked in. It was a quad, actually. So,
Bill,
wait.
congrats.
Bill, congratulations.
All right. So I will be back on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern with hopefully John Castle.
Oh, real quick. happy
Today's
birthday.
his birthday, so happy
Today's his
birthday,
birthday.
Castle.
Yeah, I don't think he's in chat
I
though.
don't think, no. he's-
Yeah, but everybody should still say
Happy
happy birthday. He will feel it if we all just give him a collective happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John Castle. All right, I will see you guys Wednesday. Robbie, have a good show on Horror Fest, The Omen, the franchise.
In honor of the birthday boy, stay punished.
Glad you made it, John Cole. Other than that, I will see everyone Wednesday. I appreciate you. Appreciate
Thanks,
you, Jay. Thank you, John. Thank you, Robbie. And I will see you guys Wednesday. Peace.